A famous YouTuber is now sparking controversy after he took down a video on dumplings, all because of a guest he invited. We talked to the guest in the video, and here's what he has to say. Our reporter Juliet Song has the story.
A famous YouTuber is facing criticism after he removed a video about dumplings. In it, he invited a guest onto the show.
Today, Uncle Roger gonna watch this video. Epicurious how to make every dumpling. And I have special guest today. He knows so much about dumpling and he gonna react with me. Please welcome nephew Mike from Strictly Dumpling.
Uncle Roger is a comedian based in the UK. Mike Chen is a video creator from the US. Both built their fame around food and have more than 3 million fans on YouTube. Meanwhile, Chen is an outspoken critic of the Chinese Communist Party, or the CCP. He has been very vocal about Beijing's persecution of Christians, Uyghurs, and Falun Gong practitioners. Uncle Roger posted the video on his YouTube channel this Monday, but he removed the video the next day and wrote an apology to his Chinese fans on social media platform Weibo. In it, he says, "I realize the video has created a negative social impact." To which Mike Chen responded,
"I get why he did it. I don't hold any animosity towards him because I understand the pressure he would feel if he really wants to have a market over in the mainland. But I did feel like it was a little too much what he wrote."
Chen is referring to the part in the statement where Uncle Roger said he wasn't aware of Chen's political thoughts and incorrect comments about China in the past. He also hopes his Chinese fans can, quote, give Uncle Roger, who just entered China, a chance to improve.
He could have just said, okay, he didn't agree with my viewpoints and leave it at that. But to go the extra mile, I felt was a little too much effort to try to appease the CCP or the crowds or the people inside mainland China who had a problem with me being on his show.
Chen has been raising awareness about human rights issues in China. In an Instagram post last June, he talked about China's Tiananmen Square massacre. On June 3, 1989, the CCP sent tanks to crush the pro-democracy movement at Tiananmen Square. Their troops fired at unarmed protesters. Chen adds that he's critical of the regime, not the Chinese people.
China is beautiful. China has a long-standing history. It has beautiful culture. It's based on truthfulness. It's based on spirituality. It's based on compassion. And the Chinese people embodies those characteristics.
He says the regime has been pushing the propaganda that if you don't have the CCP, then you don't have China.
Because of that indoctrination, people still think to this day, a lot of people inside China, that, okay, if you insult the CCP, you're insulting Chinese people, you're insulting China, which is not true at all.
Chen says the CCP ruined many people's lives, but those who speak out risk being persecuted, and he's just trying to give a voice to those who desperately need it. Some internet users criticized Uncle Roger's decision under his tweet. NTD reached out to him for comment but didn't get a response before airtime. Juliet Song,